I guess at some point there was a dark moment of the soul in my 20s where I needed to figure out whether I even believe in God or not. And
Mhm.
um, I put him to the test and just asked for him to direct my life in a way that would be more satisfying. Um, because otherwise I was going to give up and just follow all of my hedonistic pleasures and
Mhm.
do whatever I felt like. And I was already a dad at the time, and so
Mhm.
like everything was telling me I shouldn't, but
Mhm.
yeah, there's a dark part of me that I needed to face. And so, yeah, just giving him that opportunity very quickly started seeing some things change in my life. And uh, it actually is the impetus that got me into graphic design because you were aware of that I was in graphic design for a while, and that already was so exciting. Any angst over being creative was gone at that moment. So I did that for about 10 years, but I was only doing it about a year and a half before I found painting, and a friend of mine introduced me to it. His name's Todd Williams. Um, and then I began attending like painting seminars and workshops. And after about 10 years of graphic design, I had become so enamored with painting that I was really excited about getting away from the computer screen. I felt like it was hurting my eyes, and I wanted to be in nature. I wanted an excuse to see the world. So um, I I had done a few plein air events and could see the potential there for possibly providing for my family. And so went to God again and just said, you know what I want. And I believe that you planted that desire, and I want to experience um, just again, your father nature. And so, um, yeah, it wasn't long, maybe 2 or 3 years that I was eagerly praying about that. And then um, one day I heard him say, "You gotta you gotta worry about people that actually hear him." But here I am. I heard him, and he said, "At any moment, when you're ready, you can do it." And I went,
Wow.
"Whoa!" And then all of a sudden, I became scared because I still had strong voices in my life, my parents and my wife's parents that are making sure I take care of the family and take care of my wife. And of course, my wife was worried about the thought too. But I, it was actually really good because it made me to kind of settle into where I was, and I knew at least that moment was coming at some point. So I was settled for a while. Went to an event with a friend, and he and I had a few drinks one night, and I was just like, I just want to quit my job. I just want to do it. I'm just ready. I'm just so ready, and like it became a real tearful conversation with him because he jumped ship. I didn't say that right. About three years before that, left the commercial world and was painting full time, and went home that night and fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night and sat up. And it was really strange because I never do this, but the room felt quiet. Like it was just completely quiet in the room. And I'm like, what's going on? And just a heaviness or just something, a weighty feeling came over me, and I heard it's time. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, I just went back to sleep, and the next morning my wife rolled over in bed and said, "What happened?" You know,
Mhm.
she knew something had happened, and I was like, "That is so cool." Um,
Yeah.
yeah, God told me it's time, and she said, "Okay," and she was still scared of the idea, and went into work and just said, "In 2 months, I need out of here," and so that's the way it went down. And immediately, from the moment I went back home, I had freelance graphic design work waiting for me from that
Mhm.
business, and um, I started scheduling plein air events and did it well enough at those events that I was able to begin seeing some future in that. And I was totally unprepared. I was a business major in college, so I should have known better than to not have better preparation. But I guess I don't know. God made me crazy enough not worry about, like, I just don't care about money
Mhm.
until it becomes a problem, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I had plenty of those moments over the past 15, 20 years, and it's been 20 years. Um, so, but, yeah, it's been a wild ride. And, you know, I mean, I think the lesson out of that is, um, you know, give the creator a chance. And, uh, you know, I think he wants to show himself as real if you want to know if he's real. And so, you know, that's the only message that I see in that, I suppose. And it, you know, he's become undeniable. And so I guess I'm a Jesus freak now. So.